Hey there, Amy Johnson here, founder and chief psychologist at The Gathering Space in Durham. Listen, we are rounding out the last 2 weeks of the year, and what a year it has been. This week in particular, for many of us, we are celebrating a holiday week. Many of us are celebrating Christmas. There are those of us who are celebrating Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, many other holiday celebrations. And then many of us are just celebrating making it through 2020. This week, there are all sorts of celebrations going on, but it is also a challenging season for many of us. Many of us are both celebrating and mourning, both celebrating and really struggling. So myself and the rest of the team at TGS thought it would be nice to just put out a few tips to make it through the holiday season and just this last season of the year. Here's the first tip. Get active and be still. There are those of us who work out, and there are those of us who don't work out. And then there are those of us who don't like working out but still try to work out. Wherever you fit, being active is important. It's also important to brain functioning. It also gets our oxygen going. It also gets those endorphins flowing. It helps our mood. And so even if you're not a person that goes to the gym 3 times or 4 times a week or stays for 2 hours when you go, just walk around your neighborhood. Go outside, take a walk. It could be a brisk walk. It could be a leisure walk. Get the fresh air, but get active. Get your body moving. Those things will help you get through these next few seasons. It'll help you shake off some of the extra weight, not just physical weight, but also emotional and psychological and mental weight. So get active. But I also don't want those of us who like to be active, I don't want that to keep us from being still. Sometimes the hardest thing is to be in the present moment and be still. I see a lot of folks who struggle with emotions, and their biggest struggle with the emotion is that they don't sit with it. And so as hard as it is, as uncomfortable as it is, as difficult as it is, and this year has brought some very difficult emotions, I want you to challenge yourself to be still, just to sit and take it in. If this year is tough, sit and say, gosh, this year has been really tough. And think about the ways it's been tough. And then also allow your mind to think about the ways that you're encouraged, that you're motivated to move forward. Be still. Be still and notice the smells in your house, the colors in your house, the sounds in your house. Be still. Maybe pull out a journal while you're being still and just write down and release. What you don't want to be is be so active that you forget the present moment. One of the reasons that we make bad decisions about our emotions is because we're moving on too quickly from them. Your feelings should not be avoided. Your feelings are communicating something very special to you. So sit with them. Be still. Number 2, make a plan and go with the flow. So for those of us who deal with anxiety and depression, 2 of the most common mental health concerns all year round, but especially this year, the difficulty is this lack of control, of not knowing what to do and not having a plan. And so often it is a little comforting to have even a short-term plan. What we want to do is be able to plan the future and plan forever. That's never reasonable, especially not now. But what you can do is make short-term plans. Decide what you're going to do for this Christmas week, or decide what you're going to do for the first week in January. Maybe one special thing your family is going to do together, or maybe one special thing you're going to do alone. Make a short plan. Make a plan for how you'll spend Christmas morning. From 8 to 10, what we'll do is we'll get up and we'll open gifts, or we'll have breakfast in the morning. Make a small plan. Sometimes having even a small plan just gives us something to hold on to, helps us feel grounded. But here's the other thing, and the hardest thing. Go with the flow. If 2020 has taught us anything at all, it is that sometimes we just don't know. And sometimes we won't know. And so while maybe there are some times where you can make these short-term plans, it is also really important for us to try our hardest to relinquish control. And guess what? If the cake falls in the oven or all of your plans just go kaput, figure out something else. Do something different. Laugh it off and keep moving. I do realize that's easier said than done, but I want you to try it. I want you to try and just go with the flow. Whatever the day brings is what the day brings. Because sometimes uncertainty, lots of times uncertainty feels really, really difficult. But sometimes uncertainty can be a welcomed gift. And so I'll end there. I want you to try to go with the flow this season. And I hope that you flow into happiness. I hope that you flow into joy. I hope that you flow into meaning and many, many memories. However it is you celebrate, however it is you get through. I want you to have peace, and I want you to be healthy, and I want you to be well. So from us at TGS to you, wherever you are, happy holiday and happy new year.